substantial economic growth, that is how you go about it. It is not always politically feasible to do that, but as Ronald Reagan once said, there are no easy solutions, but there are simple solutions, and getting that level of state control down, I think, is important. Russia has cut tariff barriers by about 20% since joining the WTO in 2012, but there are still some major barriers to trade. It is longer, more expensive, and takes more time form-filling to import an average container of goods into Russia than countries abroad like the USA or Saudi Arabia. So the numbers I looked at here, to export an average container of goods to Russia because of the regulatory regime, takes 11 forms, 36 days, and costs on average £1,930. By comparison, to export from the UK to Saudi Arabia, takes 5 documents, 17 days, and £697. America, not enormously better than Russia actually, but to export to the USA takes 5 documents, 5 days, and £1,315. If we are going to facilitate stronger trading ties between the UK and Russia, we want to see those numbers drop, and any reciprocation, of course, from the UK side to make it easier for Russia to export here to those Saudi Arabians, or at least to those American levels. That is a substantial barrier to trade. I think that we are right to raise human rights concerns, not just about Syria, but within Russia more generally. But I've never been a purist on this, and I think that engagement is always the best way to get those objectives across in almost all circumstances. Unless you are planning to go to war with a country, then engagement and strong diplomatic relations and a benign trading environment is what you need. So I think that there are reasons to be cheerful, reasons to be optimistic, but there are risks and barriers that both Russia and the UK need to deal with if we want to have a closer, more proximate relationship, which I would love to see in the years to come. There is a chance that the UK will become a global free trading country. If we are, Russia should be one of the countries that we seek to engage with, even if we have concerns about some of the actions taken by Putin and his government. I don't think is a reason for disengagement. And I said that I wasn't going to make any forecasts, but I am actually going to make one. I think that it is possible, quite likely in fact, that on June the 8th the Conservatives will win the election in an absolute landslide greater than any political party that's won in the United Kingdom in our lifetimes, possibly with a majority as high as 200, not even 100. I think 100 is on the low end of likely Conservative outcomes. And if that were to happen, then we in the United Kingdom would have one party controlling 65% of the seats in our Parliament, not far different to United Russia having 76% of the seats in Russia. So perhaps there are, in short order, going to be many more things that make the country similar rather than different. And I think there is an opportunity, thanks to Brexit, I think thanks to the likely election result here, to reboot and restart the UK's relationship with Russia on a much friendlier, self-respecting basis of both sides. I think that's not just good economics, I think it's good for peace and security. And not just with Russia, but in the wider world, that is the great chance, but it's only a chance, that Brexit offers us. Getting that right in the next 2 or 3 years will set the tone for the next 20 or 30. So let's not look the gift horse in the mouth, let's seize that chance, make it work, and look forward to a world in a few years' time in which relations between the UK and Russia are less chilly, less hostile, much more benign, and provide a platform for greater mutual understanding between our countries. Thanks very much for your time.